Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Chief of Zainul Hasan Genggang Islamic Boarding School Al-Mukarram Kiai Haji Muhammad Hasan Mutawakil Allah SHMM, the Honorable Director of Zainul Hasan Genggang Islamic University Dr. Abdul Aziz BAMAG, the Honorable my advisors Mr. Muhammad Hifdil Islam MPDI and Miss Raudatul Islam MPD, unforgettable my parents. My name is Intan Puji. I'm student of English Education Department at Zainul Hasan Genggang Islamic University. Today I would like to explain my thesis proposal entitled Analysis of Teacher Strategies Towards Student Anxiety in Speaking English. Chapter 1 Introductions. Background of the study. English is a language that's widely used by many people, so speaking skills is very important here. But many people have some problems when they speak English, such as anxiety. Especially for students, they are not comfortable to speak English in front of the class. They are not control the nervousness or shyness. It's usually caused by a lack of vocabulary, poor grammar, fear negative assessment from teacher or her friends, and etc. Therefore, teachers are required to have a good strategies in teaching English so the students can overcome their anxiety. This research will take place at MTS N2 Probolinggo. The researcher choose that place because during my teaching training there, I found several students who indicated that speaking anxiety. Focus of the study. This research focused on the factors that cause student anxiety in speaking English and the teacher's strategies towards student anxiety in speaking English. Statements of the problem. 1. What factors that cause student anxiety in speaking English? And 2. What are the teacher strategies towards student anxiety in speaking English? Objective of the study: to analyze factors that cause student anxiety in speaking English and to analyze the teacher strategies towards student anxiety in speaking English. Significance of the study. The point is this research hope can help the teacher to find good strategies towards student anxiety in speaking English, and for students, this research can help the students to overcome their anxiety, and students can learn comfortably with the strategies provided by the teachers. Previous studies. Several previous studies found by the researchers that are related to this study. The difference this research with the previous studies above is the object of the research and the previous study is students of senior high school, and in this research the students of junior high school. And this research focus on the two things that are factors that cause student anxiety in speaking English and teacher strategies towards student anxiety in speaking English. Chapter 2. Review of related literature. Definitions of speaking. According to Brown, speaking is an interactive process of meanings constructions that includes receiving, producing, and processing information. Speaking skills is one of the skills needed to learn language. The ability to speak is very important to convey what is on our mind to other people. Definitions of anxiety. According to Mita and friends, state that anxiety is a temporary emotional state and conditions in a person characterized by a tense and anxious feeling that is felt consciously and subjective and leave the activity of the autonomic nervous system as a conditions related to special environmental situations. So, Anxiety is one of the factors that can hinder the student's speaking ability. Factors that cause anxiety are lack of vocabulary, poor of grammar, fear of negative assessments, nervousness, shyness, and etc. Definitions of teacher strategies. According to Aswan, teacher strategy is a teacher's plan in the teaching and learning process to achieve a purpose that have been planned. Teacher strategies have an important role in the teaching and learning process. Speaking skills are typically signs of successful language learning. Crocker and Oxford state there are 5 strategies for reducing language classroom anxiety, such as small group discussions, using games, using drama, using student alone, and pair work. Chapter 3 Methods of the Research. Approach and type of research. This research uses a descriptive qualitative research. Mulung states that this is a research procedure that obtains written and verbal descriptive data on people and their observed behavior. The researchers choose the descriptive qualitative research because this study aims to determine the factors that affecting student anxiety in speaking English and how the teacher strategies towards student anxiety in speaking English. Researchers' presence. Because this research uses a descriptive qualitative research, so the presence of the researchers is important because researchers act as a research instrument as well as a data collector. Research data and source. This research uses a primary and secondary data. Primary data is a data collected directly from the subject. The researcher will conduct classroom observations and interview with the students and teacher. Secondary data is data collections of information that has previously existed, and it used to complement research data needs such as from the journals, books, and previous studies. Data collection technique. There are 3 steps in the data collection techniques in this research, such as observations, interview, and documentations. In observation, the researcher will enter the class and observe the student anxiety and completing file note observations for teacher. Interview. The researcher will interview 10 students, especially 8th grade, and 1 English teacher. Documentation. Documentation will be taken through taking photos, recordings, interview, and lesson plans. Data analysis technique. The technique used to analyze the data in this research is data reductions. The researcher will identify the factors affecting student speaking anxiety and the strategies used by the teacher towards student anxiety in speaking English. Data display. The researcher will offer the information in the form of an interview report table. And then conclusions. The researcher will summarize the reports to show the finding based on evidence. Checking validity of findings. In this study, the research has applied data triangulations. To achieve data validations, the study verified data from interview, and the study examines theories related to the factors affecting student speaking anxiety and the teacher strategies towards student anxiety in speaking English. Okay, that's all from me. Thanks for the attention. I do apologize for making mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.